It's time for us to move on now to something else. This is football at a higher level, and I want to welcome Austin Popo. Austin Popo is the Executive Secretary of the Association of Professional Footballers of Nigeria. There's been a name change. It's now the Nigeria National
Association of Nigerian Professional Footballers. I'm not a general secretary.
Okay, all right. I'll get used to that new one. But I'm used to have fun, you know. I'm used to have fun, but I have to adjust and adjust to the new one. But all the same, it's good to have you. There may be a change of name of the union, but there's no change of purpose, and there's no change of assignments and of responsibility.
Yeah, our mandate is very clear.
Yeah, protect the interests of the players,
promote the game. Because definitely there's no way you can even develop the game
if you are not protecting the welfare of the players.
It's not possible.
Maybe you should extend it to the fans as well, because you need to protect the welfare of the players, their coaches,
and the fans.
To make it a complete package.
That is the idea.
But
unfortunately, the issue of players are usually being relegated. It's unfortunately.
Yeah, and I'm sure we're getting close to something. I'm going to come to that, but before we do that, yesterday there was an issue that we had on the show, and it had to do with Giwa versus Rangers. And we brought you the pictures. You saw everything that happened in that game. And we want to commend the league management company because they've been very prompt. In the past, issues like this will go on for a long time before action is taken. But immediately, the league management company have taken action. And let me just go through it very quickly and allow you to see, showing on your screen as well, what action the LMC have taken. They've sanctioned Giwa FC, and that's what you're seeing right there on your screen. Giwa FC have been sanctioned for breach of regulations. They have been fined a total of 6.75 million naira for different offenses, and they've been banished to Ilorin for their next 3 home games, and they're going to complete the abandoned game against Rangers in Abuja on the 27th of April. That's next Wednesday. All right. The remaining 16 minutes of that game will be completed in Abuja on the 27th, of April. That's next Wednesday. Before the game was abandoned, Rangers were leading 1-0. And if you go on to read, if you go on to the LMC website, they have a website that is very well run, very detailed, always updated. You will find out all about the sanction on Giwa FC, the different parts of the regulation that were breached, and the different punishment meted out to Giwa FC. But that's just a summary for you on your screen. They've been fined a total of 6.75 million. They'll be banished to Ilorin for their next 3 home games, and they're going to be completing that abandoned game against Rangers. They're going to be completing it in Abuja on the 27th of April. And their fans are not allowed to come to the games. All right. So that's the punishment for Giwa FC. Austin, let me allow you to say something about this very quickly because it's still part of the things that...
I think that is the idea. You can't take it away from the LMC when it comes to the issue of...
Giwa FC have 48 hours within which to indicate in writing whether they accept this sanction or they want to appear before a commission. So Giwa have between 48 hours, that's 2 days, to agree to all of these sanctions or appear before a commission and ask for the sanctions to be reduced.
That is in line with football regulations.
Global practices.
It's good because when you leave these things to linger on, it leads to other issues. You can't take it away from the LMC in terms of proper organization of a league. If this kind of prompt actions were also being translated in the issue of enforcement of decisions, then what we have gotten to here today...
because it is important, Austin, to take action immediately.
Yes, it would have been a thing of the past. That is the truth, Toyin. So I support the action. I think we need to make our league environment very comfortable for everybody. And these are the kind of decisions you can take to really put things in order.
All right, and as we said, issues of security, allowing unauthorized persons into restricted areas or some of the offenses for which the league management company sanctioned Giwa FC. And just try and go on to the LMC website and read up on all the other sanctions so that you can get an understanding of how they were fined 6.75 million naira for different offenses in the regulations of the league. All right. But Austin Popo, there's an issue that I think we need to address as well, issue of players' welfare.
Yeah.
On the show yesterday.
Yes, we've waited for this for a very long time.
The last time you were on the show, we were celebrating the fact that the TUC and the Players Union have now come together to make enforcement a lot easier for you.
Yeah, because of our new status. We said that, and I did mention that by January 2016, we are going to see a lot of improvement in terms of we doing our own thing, so to speak. But unfortunately, you know, because I have a letter, for example, from the Nigerian Football Federation instructing all the league body, including the LMC, to ensure that no club is registered to play for the 2015.
That was one of the things that decided upon at their annual General Assembly.
Yes, until those debts are cleared. But somewhere along the line, I think the LMC, because of those clubs that were involved in continental matches, they have to allow those clubs to register because there's a time frame. Yeah, there's a time frame attached to it. But for Christ's sake, this is almost with 12, and nothing has been had. We've engaged all the parties involved at different levels trying to resolve these issues. But suddenly we just realized that it's not going to be possible because there is a strong affinity between the league management company, for example,
and some of these clubs.
And some of these clubs. So
enforcement will be a problem.
Yes, it becomes a problem. So we had no other choice to seek the approval of the Trade Union Congress to intervene in this matter. And I met the president and some other members, and they agreed, because this is not the first time the Trade Union Congress will be involved in this matter. In 2014, we had a meeting, a comprehensive meeting with the president of the TUC, the general secretary of the NFF now, Sanusi Mohammed, the CEO of the league management company, and the secretary, and the secretary of the NLF. We had a comprehensive meeting, and we reached an agreement. But unfortunately, up to now, those agreements were not honored.
Let me ask you, how are you able to go around and verify the authenticity of some of the claims, and how are you able to come up with some of the findings that you have on these clubs and what they are owing players? Because at the end of the day, some of them tell us that the players we have now, we are not owing. We only have problems with those that we had in the past when there was a different management in place. How do you work around all of such restrictions and challenges?
Toyin, such comment coming from league is unfortunate, because these players they are talking about, honestly, for example, last week I was in Nasarawa, I was in Makurdi, I was in Asaba, Delta State, before I came to Lagos. These players are talking about, they are not old players, so to speak. They are just players out of contract. And most of them were disengaged because they were asking for their right. It's unfortunate. You see, trying to get the issue of the records, that is my job now. It's like telling me, how do I feed? You know, I have the job to do. Everybody involved in this system, the NFF, the LMC, the NLF, everybody has a job. Our job is simple: protect the interests of the players. So as I speak with you, it's unfortunate that people will be talking about these players, the current players are not complaining. As I speak to you, we are aware. We have made our own investigation. There are clubs that have been owed 6 months, 5 months. You understand me? Right from November, they've not been paid. They are current players. So eventually, what we have arrived at today, as I speak with you, Toyin, is that the Trade Union Congress have written to all the debt-up clubs, including plus the state councils of all the Trade Union Congress where these clubs are reside. They've given them 25th of April to pay, or they are going to lock up, they call it picketing. They are going to lock up their stadium, their next home game match after the deadline of 25th.
25th is next Monday.
Next Monday. And this has also been communicated. The TUC also has to put the NFF on notice, put the LMC on notice, and everybody involved, they have been put on notice on this issue. So as I speak with you, I spoke with 3 state council chairmen today.
Of the TUC?
Of TUC, the one from Bauchi, the one from Kano, the one from Delta, and they are ready. It's not, they are not going
enforce
to enforce. They will. They will.
the directive of the TUC
They know
this
they
time.
will. They will.
So this one is not empty threat.
No, it's
as
like,
we always have in the
no,
past.
It is. They don't have a choice but to carry the instruction of the National Secretariat. I mean, the state councils. They know what to do. They know their job, and it's going to be massive.